With architectural projects, there really never is a blank slate because you come to the project with all sorts of parameters, whether it be the site, the number of people that are going to be using the site, whether it's your family members or the number of seats you want to house at your restaurant. You come to the architect with all sorts of ideas that have informed you over your years in what type of spaces that you like. Hi, I'm Lynn Gaffney, and I started my firm back in 1997. We are a full-service architectural firm. We concentrate on single-family residential, hospitality, restaurants, and institutional work for nonprofits, although now we're also getting into co-housing. We really never have a blank slate. For instance, the BK house that you can see on my website featured very prominently. It's one of our favorite projects. They came with what would be considered kind of a blank slate, a pristine piece of property that was going to be developed, that they purchased, and they said, oh, it's pretty much of a blank slate. But in reality, it wasn't, because they had an architectural review board in that particular project, in that particular community, that had a very, very prescriptive idea of what types of homes would be built there. So we were given the idea of a country farmhouse as an inspiration, or the idea of an Adirondack house. And we, with the clients, worked together to kind of create a modern interpretation of an Adirondack house, but the kind of the constrictions that were put on us, or the prescriptive ideas, they were very broad, so it allowed for some guidance, but also some inspiration on how to kind of push the envelope of what it really means to have an Adirondack house. So an additional point that was given to us was that the exact siting of the house within the property, that was determined by discussions back and forth with the Architectural Review Board and our clients. The Architectural Review Board was very much focused on the sight lines from other residences in the community, as well as from a walking path, a hiking path across this meadow. So while there was this beautiful meadow and then a wooded part of the site, we were very much told to push the house back into the wooded part of the site, even close to the hill. So that very much affected the design, basically how it's set within the hill and how it looks out through the woods towards the meadow. So it affects the views from the house and of the house. And also determined how we were to get light into the house, which we achieved, I think, in a great way by these light wells that really influenced the sectionality of the interior of the space. I actually put together a before you start guide that's on my website. That's very, very helpful, and it goes through all the points, how to figure out your budget, what to bring to the table, and then also talks about what to expect when you're moving forward. So there's a residential guide, and there's also one that's concentrated on hospitality and nonprofit institutional work.